30-week update. I am actually exactly 30 weeks pregnant today. Sometimes it takes me a little longer to get these videos up. Sorry for the lighting. It's like really rainy outside today, so no sun is coming into my windows. So it might be a little bit dark, but hopefully you guys can see me okay. I am 30 weeks today, like I said, only 10 more weeks. I feel like the weeks are flying by. I also feel like I say that in every update, so yeah. Let's get right into symptoms. I don't have many symptoms this week as far as being sick or anything. I still have a really bad ligament pain on the left side of my belly and on my back, and it's there all the time, no matter if I'm sitting or standing or walking or whatever. It does hurt more when I walk, and some days is worse than others. And basically my doctor said that it's probably just going to be there until I have this baby, and then hopefully whatever it is will go away. Kind of just feels like a pulled muscle, and you know, when you move it, it just hurts a little bit more than normal. So yeah, that's the only bummer, is that sometimes can get really bad on certain days. So as far as sleep goes, I'm still sleeping pretty good. I have noticed that I am tossing and turning a little bit more, but I'm still getting a good night's rest, which is good. And I wake up feeling refreshed and ready for the day, so I am not complaining there. As far as weight gain, I am almost 22 pounds up from my pre-pregnancy weight. I'm like 21.7 pounds or something like that. And so I'm just moving right along with the weight gain. I do have my measuring tape today, so I will be doing that when I show you guys my belly, because I have no idea if my belly grew or not this week. Jackson still moves around so much. I mentioned last week that I don't have to do any kick counts or anything, and I still don't have to do it. He just is moving around all the time, and I constantly know that he's there. And you know, I'm not even sure what he's doing in there, but it's rolls, kicks, jabs, flutters, you name it, he's doing it. So that is always reassuring and fun at the same time. I feel like, you know, in the beginning of this pregnancy, I was like, oh, there's not much I need to buy for this baby because we have everything from Jane. And I was really good last time buying like gender neutral things like the car seat and our stroller and stuff like that, so that if we did have a boy this time, that, you know, we wouldn't have to buy everything brand new because everything was pink. So I was like, all we need is clothes. But now, as the time is getting closer, I keep making more lists of things that I feel like we need, which if I had to have this baby today, we have what we need. You know, he might be swaddled in a pink blanket, but that's okay. So I'm not too worried about it, but I have given myself a weekly budget so that I don't go overboard and buy everything all at once. And I make sure to spread it out and, you know, buy the most important things first and so forth. I feel like a monitor is an important thing, but as far as that goes, we're not going to have him in his own room for a while because we have our bedroom downstairs and his bedroom is upstairs, and I just don't want to go up and down the steps so many times. And if I'm going to be breastfeeding, he might as well just stay in our room for a while. So even for naps, I'll be able to hear him if I'm downstairs. So we don't necessarily need a monitor right away. I feel like a stroller is something that we need to have. We do have a stroller, but a double stroller is kind of a must for me just because Jane still needs to be in a stroller a lot of the times when we're out and about, because she doesn't necessarily like holding hands or listening, and if she sees something that she wants, she'll just take off. So I just will feel a lot more comfortable to have a double stroller. So I feel like that's something that we are definitely going to try to get sooner than later, and maybe the monitor can wait. And then other things like boy blankets and a lovey for him, because we did get Jane a lovey, or Chris got Jane a lovey before she was born, and we brought it to the hospital, and we just kind of want to do the same thing for Jackson. So like I said, we need these things, but it's okay if we don't have them. It is kind of, some of these things are kind of on the want list, but I feel like I'm gonna get them anyways. So Yeah. I haven't really craved much this whole pregnancy, and I didn't really crave things with Jane either. But this week I cannot get enough of pickles again. I know it was either my first or second trimester of this pregnancy. I was wanting all things like vinegary, and that hasn't really changed. I don't necessarily crave it. Like, I don't sit around like thinking about pickles or thinking like I need pickles right now. But when I do see them in the refrigerator or I'm thinking about like a snack, then I'll go to the pickles. And then if I start to eat the pickles, then I can't stop eating the pickles, and they're just like extra tasty. So yeah, the pickles this week, I've almost eaten a whole jar of pickles in 1 week, and I'm not mad about it. I did have my doctor appointment today for my 30 weeks, and now I'm going to be going every 2 weeks. And then at 36 weeks, I'll be going every week. And I did ask the doctor about their policy in their office for inducing, because I didn't have Jane here. I had Jane when we lived in Austin, Texas. So this is a new practice for me to be at. And I actually liked being induced. I did have to be induced because of preeclampsia, so it was a little bit scary. But I'm a planner, and just being induced was something that I kind of liked, because I didn't go into labor on my own at home and then freak out that like I was about to have the baby any minute. So if I had to choose this time around, I might choose to be induced again. So I was just wondering, from his point of view, or my doctor's point of view, you know, what they did in their office. And basically he said if I come in, he won't induce me any time sooner than 39 weeks, which is kind of the norm, I think. And he said they normally don't like to induce you unless you need to be. So most likely I will not be induced. But he said if I do come into my 39-week appointment and I'm dilated at all, then he would maybe consider it. The only other reason why, I know it's like a tough subject for some people, you know, you need to go into labor on your own or whatnot, but we also don't have people here to watch Jane. So if I went into labor in the middle of the night, we would have to wait at least 2 hours for someone to show up to watch Jane. And if it was in the middle of the day as well, but I feel like waking our parents up in the middle of the night, I know they would be willing to come at a drop of a dime anyways, but it's just the thought of it is kind of scaring me if all of a sudden we need to hurry up and rush to the hospital and we don't have anywhere for Jane to go or be. So that's another reason. I'd rather know when we were going into the hospital. So I'm not sure what we're going to do. I do know that when I got induced with Jane at 38 weeks and 2 days, I was already 3 centimeters dilated. So my doctor said most of the time that just means my cervix is soft like normally. So I would probably be dilated at 39 weeks for sure this time around as well. So we'll see. I don't know what the plans are. I don't know if they're going to actually let me be induced, or if I'm just going to go on my own earlier than that. I have no idea. Or if I'm just going to wait. And he said otherwise they don't want me to go past 1 week past due. So 41 weeks, then they would induce me for sure. So we will see. Like I said, I have no idea. I don't know what our plans are. I don't really have a birth plan, so I'm just throwing that out there from what we talked about at our appointment today. Other than that, I did sign up for a hospital tour that I'm really excited about. Like I said, we did not have Jane here, so I have no idea what their maternity ward looks like at this hospital, so I'm excited to go do that on March 26th. And I also pre-registered for the hospital in case I do and go into early labor. I'll already be registered. So those are 2 exciting things that I've done as well. I am also making a list of things to pack in my diaper bag and hospital bag, and I'll be making a video for you guys once that is packed. And I just feel like 10 weeks kind of sounds like a long time, but at the same time it doesn't. So we're coming down to the wire. I'm trying to get everything ready, at least everything clean. The car seat is clean, the bassinet is clean. We got to set up the swing and clean that. So yeah, there's still a lot to do, but hopefully everything will be ready when he decides to come. I'm gonna show you guys my 30-week belly and then we'll be done. Okay, so this is with the shirt on. My doctor also said I was measuring exactly 30 weeks for my belly, so I'm not larger than I need to be and I'm not smaller. And that means Jackson is probably growing the way he needs to, so that's good as well. Let's measure. I think I was 39.5 inches last week, or maybe just 39, I don't know. And now I'm still 39.5. So 39.5 inches still, and that's kind of right along with what I was with Jane as well. So that is it for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. We have a lot of exciting things going on my channel, and I would love for you to join us, and I will see you guys for my next update. Bye.